What's happening, Duderinos? It's Movember. We need to talk. So it's Movember. Every November since 2003, guys all around the world have been growing moustaches in support of men's mental health and cancer, prostate in particular, testicular cancer. And I've been doing this now for 16 years. I just hadn't heard about it before. So globally, Movember has raised $1 billion, which in pounds is in the current climate about 45 quid. I'm only kidding. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. £800 million, just absolutely phenomenal for 3,200 and odd specific projects relating to men's health. So we've all been there, dark places and stuff, and the pressure's on guys to be, you know, the breadwinner, to do all these things, to be Superman is just completely unrealistic, and it's just an age-old thing that's stuck around, you know. Guy goes out to work, the hunter, you know, doing his thing and protecting his family and stuff, but the strains and stresses of modern life that come with that, and that's not the society we live in anymore, you know. We all suffer from, you know, problems, dark times, highs and lows. So we don't get the chance to express ourselves or vent, so this is why it's really important for me, I think, to get exercise, to get out there, to be outside. It's been proven over and over again that the benefits of exercising, so not in the gym, outdoors, are amplified, massively amplified. It's where we're designed to be. We're supposed to be outside, and our modern lifestyles have us sedentary, sitting on the couch with a remote control in our hand for 6-8 hours at a time, watching other people do stuff. Fuck that. Get out and do something. Get out and do something. Go out and do something yourself. Get out and do something with other people. And it's important to talk. The most important thing is talking. And that's not being in a bad place and not being able to talk, not feeling like you can do it. It's more you being the person that notices somebody else not being themselves, out of character, and being maybe in a dark place, and just asking that question, you know. Are you alright, man? Is everything okay? And really mean it, you know. Are you okay? Because that conversation starter is what it's absolutely all about. Absolutely all about. So I've had people, you can see this fantastic, majestic attempt so far. It's early in the month, so give me time, we'll get there. And I've had people refuse to sponsor me because I'm only growing a moustache. And I just want to square this up for you. That's missing the point fucking by a mile. Missing the point by a fucking country mile. The whole point is, I grow a moustache, I look silly. A lot of guys won't do it because it's an ego thing. They don't want to look silly. And again, that's back to the guy thing, you know, because you can't look silly. You're not allowed to look weak. You're not allowed to look vulnerable, whatever it may be. And somebody's saying they're not going to sponsor me because, for example, I'm growing a moustache, I'm not climbing a mountain, which I would consider myself to be more than capable of doing. And I tend to do on a regular basis. It's a conversation starter. So somebody says the whole, you know, wow, you look like a fucking idiot. What's that in your face? I actually had somebody jokingly say to me this morning, this is way to crush a guy, I thought you were doing Movember. And again, and we got a laugh out of that, so a little endorphin rush, you know, and a wee high, because everybody was laughing and joking, and that's cool, you know. We should be able to take that, you know, but sometimes we get ourselves in a hole, you know. And this conversation starter, like I'm saying, this is what it's all about. It's about, oh, a moustache, or hi, you look weird, or how long have you been doing that? What's the 3 hairs in your face? Whatever it may be, you know, you're a blondie and you really, you know, try your hardest, and you can only get out 3 wee pubes in a month. That's fucking brilliant, because it's not about that. It's about the effort and getting involved. So this starts it's all about a conversation start. Oh, you got a moustache? That's really interesting. What's that about? Men's health. Movember, been doing this since 2003. Two Australian guys invited 30 of their friends round for a charity do. They thought they'd bring the moustache back, make it cool again. And they raised some money for charity. And then here we are, 22 years later, and we're still doing it. And there's 300,000 people, which isn't, you know, it's huge, it is huge. But there should be more people doing it, and I think people are averse to doing it, like I say, because of just that, it is an ego thing, you know, oh God, I'm going to look silly, I don't want to look daft, whatever it may be. This is me walking up the golf course with a car on my hand, a dog walker over the wall going, what the f. So, it's just that, you know, starting this conversation and asking, you know, how are you doing? Because it's incredible what that opens up, and that can actually be it can save a life. It can save a life. That's all it is. Just knowing that you're not alone. So important. So important. To anybody who's been there, I've been there. It's so important. And all it takes is that, how are you, big man? What's happening? What's really happening? And it just starts, you know, it starts. And then for people to know that somebody cares and they're interested, and it's not just lip service, oh, all right, man, how are you doing, what's happening? It's actually engaging with someone, and then this becomes a safe space for people to open up, you know, through trust, and just talk about stuff. And that's the difference, the talking, getting out there, opening up, because it's this burden shared is a burden halved. Might not necessarily apply in this case when people are in real bad shape, but it's enough to lift the load, and we can carry the load together and help each other. We've got to look after each other. Have to look after each other. There's nobody else. We've only got each other. And nowhere is it written, nowhere does it say that you have to do it yourself. That's just bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. It's just a myth. This masculinity, you know. Listen, it's great to be cool, to be big, to be strong, to be capable. We should all strive for these things, but as far as I'm concerned, if you're big enough and ugly enough, you know, that should negate you from your own ego. You should be thinking to yourself, well, if I'm big enough, strong enough, ugly enough to do it, maybe I can help somebody else do it. Because if they're not as strong as me, then it's my duty as a human being to offer my strength to lift someone else up, you know. And that's what it is, just lifting each other up. And we work together and lifting each other up. So important. I talk about Movember a lot, try and get people involved, and then just, I don't think I would get upset. Mental health, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, suicide. 8,000 people in the UK killed themselves last year. 75% of them are men. It's just sad. So sad. And I've known people that it's affected as well, and people who have killed themselves. And you kind of always think, you know, when they were there and they're in the hole, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it's as dark can be, and there's no rationale, so the only way out, I'm going to hurt myself, I'm going to do myself. And it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And maybe if you just had that morning on the way to the car, wherever they were going, if you just had that one chance to go, hey man, how you doing? You don't look so happy, you okay? That might have been it. Everything, sliding doors, just a complete change of direction, and that could have been it, done it. So whether you're out doing your thing, riding a mountain bike, you're riding a motorbike, you're walking in the rain, trying, just be aware, you know, that not everybody else for sure, but also yourself. A little inward reflection. Am I happy? Why do I feel like this, you know, and what can I do about it? There's groups you can talk to, you can reach out to the Samaritans, you know, you've got your own circle of friends. I'm pretty sure that all of us have at least one person, I'd like to think. I don't have that, you know. I'd have the one, for sure, maybe two, but I don't have like a big five. I'm a very independent guy. And is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I'm a very independent guy, so here's me telling you to talk. I'm a very independent guy, so I don't need to talk to anyone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying independence is one thing, strength is another thing, communication is the key. And feeling down, you don't need to be suicidal. It's just, like I say, get out, get some exercise, regroup. Just go ride your bike. Go batter a mountain bike downhill, go to the gym. Like I say, preferably outside. It's just so much more beneficial. But if you're not doing anything, doing something is better than doing nothing. I don't even know if that was English. But you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, get on it, guys. I'm going to stick a link to my Movember page if you would be kind enough to donate. I'm not asking for, you know, tens of thousands of pounds. If you've got £1 to spare, the difference it makes is absolutely massive, because again, collectively, all of us together can make a huge difference. It's that, definitely that as an individual, what can I do? Well, as an individual, there's 8.5 billion individuals on the planet, so we can fucking do lots. So, I'll put a link up just now if you want to scan it over my face somewhere here. Give yourselves a bit of respite for a second. Can you see me? And I'll stick a link in the description below. And it'd be very much appreciated if the smallest amount you could give, or if you know someone else, one of your friends that's doing it, if you could donate to them. And then maybe next year consider doing it yourself. Hell, this year, there's no rules. It's meant to be a moustache and that's it. Clean shaven at the start of the month, and then everybody starts together and then you watch it progress. One guy I worked with, he must be on drugs or something, because his moustache was like, it was like this in about 3 days. What a pain, but everybody goes Movember. Oh, that's amazing, look at that. What a pain in the arse for the fucking rest of you. You must shave about 4 times a day. Like a fucking ape. But it's cool, it's super cool. So, yeah, I'll stick the link in the description below, and thanks for sticking with me through this walk, guys. I really appreciate it. And it's so important. tragedy after tragedy that could be avoided. And if you're a guy watching this, just park your ego. Nobody thinks anything like what you think people think about you. They don't think that at all, you know. Look how tough, strong he is, and then you can't, you know. Just let go sometimes. Just try letting go. Try it, you might like it. I guarantee you'll like it. It's a freedom that is very difficult to explain or express in any kind of way other than the sensation of freedom itself. And when you don't bog yourself down with all the societal constraints of what you should be, it's not about what you should be. Somebody telling you what you should be. It's about what you want to be. So don't let anybody tell you any different. Be you. Be the best you can be, and be the strong you that lifts other people up. I'm going to get upset again. That's important. All right, guys. Take care. Look after each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.